The political storm surrounding Keir Starmer grows darker by the day, and commentators like Douglas Murray aren't pulling any punches with their warnings. The message is clear: dark days have indeed begun for the Labour leader, and the situation appears to be worsening by the week. Starmer finds himself losing ground on multiple fronts, with his authority being questioned both by the general public and within his own party ranks. Confidence in his leadership is crumbling at an alarming rate, particularly when it comes to critical issues that matter most to voters: immigration policy, democratic accountability, and economic competence. On the contentious issue of immigration, Starmer has attempted an impossible balancing act, trying to please both traditional Labour voters who want stronger borders while simultaneously appeasing the progressive wing of his party. But this political tightrope walk has spectacularly backfired, leaving him looking weak and indecisive. His constantly shifting stance on Brexit serves as the perfect example of this problem. One day he makes certain promises, the next he appears to contradict himself entirely. Ordinary voters watching this spectacle are left scratching their heads and asking the fundamental question: what does Keir Starmer actually stand for? If you're as fascinated by this unfolding political crisis as we are, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our latest analysis.
The numbers de la damning story.
Since Labour took power just weeks ago, we've seen over 5,500 illegal migrants successfully cross the Channel, a staggering figure that highlights the scale of the crisis. Starmer's first act was to scrap the Rwanda deportation deal, which he dismissed as a mere gimmick. In its place, Labour promised tough action to smash the people smuggling gangs operating across the Channel. Yet here we are, 6 weeks into their administration, and they haven't even managed to appoint a commander for their much-vaunted new Border Security Command. Meanwhile, the boats keep coming in relentless waves, with the total number of arrivals this year alone now exceeding 19,000. The decision to abandon the Rwanda scheme has sparked fierce backlash from across the political spectrum. Critics argue this move has significantly weakened Britain's border controls while placing unbearable pressure on an already creaking immigration system. The Home Office appears to be in complete disarray, lurching from one crisis to another without any coherent strategy. As public frustration reaches boiling point, Starmer's approval ratings continue their downward spiral, a clear indication that voters are losing patience. Within Labour's own ranks, discontent is spreading like wildfire. Starmer's cautious, lawyerly approach to leadership has left many party members feeling ignored and marginalized. There's growing anger about his obsession with message control at the expense of bold, decisive action. The disappointing results in recent local elections have only amplified these concerns, raising serious doubts about Labour's chances in the next general election. The question now isn't just whether Starmer can turn things around, it's whether he even has enough time left to do so. Starmer's inability to connect with ordinary voters represents another major vulnerability. Unlike charismatic predecessors like Tony Blair, he lacks the common touch and emotional intelligence needed to inspire public confidence. His reserved, technocratic style plays terribly in the media, with news outlets increasingly highlighting his weaknesses and policy U-turns. The chorus calling for a leadership change is growing louder by the day. Does Labour need to find a fresh face with genuine popular appeal if they hope to regain the public's trust? The economic challenges facing Starmer's government only compound these problems. With inflation still biting, living costs rising, and the post-pandemic recovery stalling, voters are demanding concrete solutions rather than vague aspirations. Labour's vision for economic growth and social justice remains worryingly light on detail, leaving many observers unconvinced about their ability to govern effectively during these turbulent times.
Douglas Murray's cutting critique cuts to the heart of Starmer's travels.
The prominent commentator accuses the Labour leader of displaying chronic weakness, failing to take clear positions on crucial issues, and turning a blind eye to systemic bias in law enforcement. Murray argues convincingly that inconsistent policing and a two-tier justice system are eroding public trust while deepening dangerous social divisions. His analysis adds considerable weight to the growing debate about whether Starmer possesses the necessary qualities to lead Labour, and potentially the country, through these challenging times. The clock is undeniably ticking for Keir Starmer. With pressure mounting from all directions, the media, the public, his own party, he needs to demonstrate decisive leadership quickly if he hopes to regain control of the narrative. But as the doubts continue to multiply and the crises keep piling up, one existential question looms larger than all others. Can Starmer possibly survive this perfect storm of political turmoil? If you want to stay fully informed as this high-stakes political drama continues to unfold, subscribe now for our expert breakdowns and insider perspectives. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update on this fast-moving story.